Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Ignite Your Fire Day 3. Whew, how have you guys been finding day 1 and day 2? Are you doing some really great actions? Are you uncovering where your ceiling is? Are you noticing where those blocks are? Day 3, procrastination. Okay, so as we get moving along, hey Monique, welcome. As we get moving along with our goal, we're doing our action. Hey Emily, honey, how are you? We're progressing forward. Then all of a sudden, things start piling up, and what do? And we say, I'll get to that later. I'll get to that tomorrow. I'll get to it on Monday. Hey Nancy, welcome. And the reason that is because we were rewarded for procrastinating in our past, weren't we? So you were at school and you didn't study for your test and you still got an A. Or you studied last minute, you crammed all night. Or maybe you waited until the night before your term paper was due and then you wrote it all in a day and you got an A, right? We're constantly rewarded as we were growing up for waiting until the last minute. And so it becomes this pattern, this deep behavior pattern. Here's something that's really interesting though, is that procrastination actually as a thing does not exist. It doesn't actually exist as its own thing. It is actually a smoke screen for a fear. It is there simply to cover up a deeper fear of something. It can be a fear of success, it can be a fear of failure, maybe it's a fear of not being enough, or maybe it's a fear of something else completely differently. Getting to your goal, what are you going to do? Hey, Sam. Well, okay. Not an A, but at least you passed, right? Hey, Dana. Welcome. Totally. We passed, we got rewarded. Our behavior didn't completely derail us. But usually, like I was just talking about, it is the indication of something that's going on that's much deeper than just the act of procrastination. So, one of the things long term that you want to do is you want to get down to the root of that fear and you need to clear it. Now, you can't clear it by talking about it. You can't clear it by writing about it. You can't clear it by thinking about it. You need to actually do some specific processes that will get into the roots of your mind and clear out that fear. But in the meantime, hey, Nicole, I wanted to teach you a really simple strategy to get you out of procrastination immediately. Hey, Stephanie, welcome. And this is called the power of 2 minutes. What could that possibly be? Well, if there is an activity that would take you less than 2 minutes to do it now. If it's going to take you more than 2 minutes, then you can put it on your list. We're going to talk about how to organize your lists tomorrow. But if it's something that will take less than 2 minutes, do it now. What's really interesting about this exercise is it actually is quite addictive. Once you get in the habit of doing things immediately as they come up, you're like, wow. It just clears your entire plate. It's this thing that you've been putting off, and really all it would take is just to go, oh, okay, you know what? I can actually just do this right now. And boom, your plate is cleared. You've closed out that cycle. You have less energy escaping your mind, and you can move on to the next thing and give it your full attention. It is so effective. It is so simple. And it's amazing how much more efficient you will be when you use this strategy. If it's less than 2 minutes, just do it now. Now, what I mean is okay, so you're walking your plate over to the sink and you want to put it down because you have a few things that you have to do, right? How long would it take to just wash up your plate real quick and put it in the dishwasher? Less than 30 seconds, right? Use the principle. Yes, exactly. Or less. Use the principle. Do it now. Just do it. Get it done. And then you don't have to walk past the sink each time you have more plates and they start stacking up. And then you have to do what I did, which is hire someone to come and clean your dishes. Right? Hey, Stacy, welcome. We're just talking about this, the do it now technique, the power of 2 minutes technique, which is if you have something to do, a task, It's less than 2 minutes. You just do it right there and then. You've got a text message to send and you're like, oh my gosh, you're dreading it. Eat That Frog. If you've never read that book, that's an amazing book. Just do it right then and there. Just get it out of the way. Cross it off your list. All right, guys, so we will be back tomorrow, day 4, with Ignite Your Fire. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to prioritize. How do you make your list? How do you combine your lists? How do you stop from feeling overwhelmed all the time? How do you get all the information going in an organized way so you can really feel like you're crushing your 2019? Hey, by the way, if you do want to try to figure out what some of those mental blocks are, I'm doing a free webinar on January 29th called Your Divine Money. It's already 40% full, so I'm going to pop the link up there. If you would like to join us, you're welcome to. I'm just talking about 3 secrets for how to attract your divine money to you. We all have a divine amount of money that's set aside for us in the cosmos, and there are specific things that we can do in order to attract our divine money to us. For some people, maybe the difference between what they would do if they didn't, what they would make if they didn't change anything, and their divine amount is maybe only $20,000. But for some people, it's millions of dollars. And so there are some key actions that you want to do. There's some key things to know, key points to learn. You can join me on my free webinar to learn that on January 29th. Anyway, guys, your to-do, your challenge for today is start practicing the power of 2 minutes. Start just doing the activity right now. Get it out of the way. You will be so relieved and you'll find so much more energy coming from that deep fire within you. Love it. Take care, you guys. I'll talk to you soon. See you tomorrow.